Well, unless you've been living underneath a rock or you haven't been paying any attention to video games, you'll know that Hogwarts Legacy released earlier this month on the 6th. And wow, what a huge surprise. This is OneLastMidnight, and I'm going to give you my impressions on Hogwarts Legacy. Warner Brothers Games, in partnership with Avalanche, has created, in my humble opinion, a home run game. Honestly, I was really doubtful. Avalanche really hasn't put out anything to this level and degree ever. Their last game, which was published before this one, has to deal with cars and is a driving game, and all it is cutesy. It's not really that impressive. And then to do a complete 180 and work on an open world RPG in the Harry Potter Wizarding World universe, you would have thunk maybe this was going to be a big dud. You would be 100% wrong. The game is absolutely incredible and beautiful. The size of the world is huge. It's enormous. And the main story is very, very engaging. The acting is strong. The graphics are strong. Everything around it just screams immersion. The character acting, the voice acting, the animation of the characters, even just the face of the characters, just absolutely draws you into whatever quest you're currently doing. And there's no concern about the amount of content that's available. The main storyline quests are lengthy, not only in amount of time that it takes you to complete that quest, but the written dialogue for the characters is verbose, which adds to the high immersion level of some of these quests. There are a substantial number of side quests to complete. So if you're tired from doing the main quest, there's always these little side quests that you can go off and try to complete. A lot of them require you to explore extensively either the castle or the outside world to complete the objective. Some of these side quests you start early in the game and you're still trying to complete them, at least I was, 27 hours later. The graphics in the game are mind-blowing. I'm lucky that my computer will run it at the ultimate graphics level with ray tracing on, but everywhere you go inside of the world is just stunning. Extremely highly detailed graphics, especially the faces of characters, and just the sheer amount of work and effort that have been put into the detail of every single building, room, or area that you explore. Spell effects, animation, ray tracing, the tiny little details, all of these things pull you into the Wizarding World in a way that hasn't been done to date. One of the things I was most impressed about is just the sheer amount of animations that are happening inside of any single room or scene or area that you go into. If you just stand still and watch and look, you'll see things moving, animating, jumping around, and it really gives this environment a magical feel. It feels like you're in a Wizarding World. Combat is nothing to joke about. Hogwarts Legacy has made the combat system not only intuitive, but challenging. Especially when you're taking on stronger foes or groups of foes, you really need to have your act together and your spell combinations figured out before you start taking on some of the stronger foes or larger groups of foes inside of the game. And when you do fail, dying is not that big of a problem. You just reload from the last checkpoint or your last save point and start again. Another aspect of Hogwarts Legacy that's being largely ignored by the content creator community is the sound. Oh my God, you want to talk about immersion. Not only do you have the acting and the voice acting and all the animation going on and the graphics going on and the spell effects going on, but in the background of it all, you've got this really intense music track that's happening, and it happens to be all your favorite Harry Potter theme songs, and then just the sounds of the spells or the sounds of the world environment. The team that did the sound production is just highly talented, and honestly, it feels like at times you're sitting in a movie and you're playing this game, and it's a video game, but it feels like you're in a movie. It is really, really good. Everything I've said about the game has been positive up to this point, but like any new release, Hogwarts Legacy has its problems. It does have some performance problems for PC users, as well as other defects that are existent and visible inside of the game. But so far, I haven't encountered any problem within the game that doesn't allow me to continue. They're just minor annoyances, not necessarily showstopper defects that's going to spoil your experience. Though the performance issue is a little bit annoying because the frame rate drop doesn't seem to be consistent with some of the other higher level PC games out there. Hopefully, Avalanche or Warner Brothers Games will get that resolved quickly. Aside from that, I really see a huge potential with this game. You start as a 5th-year student and progress through the story, but I can easily see a DLC being your 6th year or your 7th year. On top of that, they didn't add Quidditch into this version of the game, but I can see a DLC where you have Quidditch and Quidditch matches. I can also see a possibility of maybe they can turn this into a multiplayer game. There's so much potential that they could do with this title, and they did it right to begin with, that they have a solid foundation that they could build upon for years and years to come. And I'm really excited to see what the future brings for Hogwarts Legacy, while I'm still playing through my existing playthrough. All right, well, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.